In Tinbergen's somewhat diabolical experiment, he discovered that birds, butterflies, and other animals could be duped into preferring fake eggs and fake mates over the real thing. For example, male jewel beetles will ignore real mates in favour of copulating with brown beer bottles. To these horny male insects, the bottom of a beer bottle looks like the butt of the biggest, sexiest female he's ever seen. These beetles are responding to sexual cues that work to their advantage evolutionarily, but that are now propelling them straight into a dead end. Evolutionarily, a lifeless computer screen is no better than a beer bottle. Like the jewel beetle, men the world over are starting to choose the superstimuli on their screens over the real deal. What are some of the qualities that make internet porn a superstimulus? Infinite variety of sexual novelty at the click of a button, extremely low barrier to entry in terms of time, money and convenience, the shock factor of modern hardcore productions, and an almost unlimited potential for escalation. An experiment in the 1950s demonstrates the frightening power of superstimuli to the reward system. Psychologists James Olds and Peter Milner implanted electrodes in the reward circuit of rats' brains, giving them a means of controlling its activation. They found that a rat will press the lever to activate that electrode as many as 7,000 times per hour. The rat will ignore food when hungry, water when thirsty, and receptive mates or their own nursing young just to press this lever until they die of starvation. Not because it feels good, but because it feels like they're just about to do something really important, like eating some cheese or having some sex. The brain structures that evolved to keep the rat alive and thriving had essentially been hacked and turned towards the rat's destruction. All potentially addictive drugs and behaviours increase dopamine in the reward circuit. But while food, gambling, gaming, and substance use disorders are widespread and a serious problem, passing on our genes is evolutionarily our number one priority, which is why sexual cues release higher levels of dopamine than any other natural reward. This means that any superstimulus that taps into our sex drive is especially powerful and capable of seducing us into compulsion. Compilation videos combine very short clips from dozens of different scenes into one, keeping the content fresh and the dopamine high. Rationally, you know that none of it is real, but your reward system feels like you've hit the evolutionary jackpot. Are you content to merely follow your hacked programming like a beetle mating with a beer bottle? Or are you ready to use your intelligence and your will to rise above your programming in the pursuit of something better?